Hey everybody, what's up? Welcome to the Flying Fluffy Hockey live review where we are preparing for game 3. And yeah, the first things first. Barkov is good. Barkov is good to go. He was practicing on the ice this morning with the normal shield on his face. Tarasenko apparently is dealing with a minor issue, but he should be good to go for game 3.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, he has a minor issue. It's called O. Right, Buffy?
It means that the lines this morning, they have Rodriguez with Barkov.
You know who took Tarasenko's spot?
Akboza. Yeah. So it appears that they're keeping the same first and second lines from what we saw near the end of the game 2.
And why not?
So also we have a couple of assistant coach hirings around the league.
Okay.
The Calgary Flames hired Brad Larson.
Oh, okay.
The former Columbus coach as an assistant. And the Penguins hired David Quinn as their assistant coach.
Gotcha.
Yeah, everyone is good to go for tomorrow. Did you see the Maurice quote where he said basically Barkov made progress? He looked good on the ice as far as he could tell.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So if he seems like if things just continue normally, that Barkov will be good to go.
Yeah.
Huh. Oh yeah.
It's almost like Fluffy knew.
The only discipline for game 2 was Sam Carrick was fined over $2,200, the maximum fine allowed under the CBA for spearing Kulikov. Yeah. There's no other punishment.
Yeah.
So, yeah, game 3 is. See, it's about 32 hours away.
Yeah. Apparently, people like Dana and actually the Panthers, there's a bunch of weather problems that are delaying and canceling flights. Dana's not going to be able to get there for tomorrow night's game.
So, Dylan, Draisaitl is not getting any sort of discipline because, well, Dylan asked for news on Draisaitl.
Yeah, that's right.
So, yeah, the Panthers are getting ready for game 3. I wonder if they've gotten on the flight yet.
I think they said something like the route that they normally fly has been canceled, so they got to get cleared for another route.
I see.
But it's because of weather in Florida. But
yeah,
Dana's is a different situation.
So yeah, it's great to hear the news on Barkov. It's great to hear that he's doing all right. He's got the shield on, and Tarasenko apparently is the one dealing with a minor issue, but he also should be good to go for game 3. And I guess all that's left now is to wait to hear if when the team arrives in Edmonton.
Right.
Eisenite says the puppets were right.
Okay. Thought you wanted me over here. What do you want? Huh? Let me see if he's got to get outside. Come on. I'll get you outside. Come on. Come on. Come on. Come on. Up. Okay. Come on. Let me get outside. Come on. Come on. Make up your
Hello,
mind,
Hungry
kid.
Xenomorph. How you
Make up your
doing?
mind, buddy. Okay.
Guitar Crow says Edmonton fans upset Barkov not seriously hurt, calling us flops.
Yeah. They're saying Barkov faked it.
Seriously.
I mean, the stuff I'm seeing on Twitter from Oilers fans is 10 times worse than I ever saw from any of the other fan bases. They're making Leaf fans look like kids, like children. Come on, you want to go outside? Come on. You get him outside. It's clearly.
I thought some Leafs fans already did that.
Well, I can't find the right word because I'm distracted with the dog. But you know what I'm trying to say. Come on, let's go. Come on, get outside for 5 minutes. Come on, outside for 5 minutes. Let's go. And you got to go down to your bed.
Well,
Go in quick. All right. Okay.
people say the darnest things, yeah, especially on Twitter. Dana says my flight is canceled. I scrambled, and the best they can do for me is get me there tomorrow night at 7:09 Edmonton time. So you're gonna do it and enjoy Friday and Saturday in Edmonton. It sucks. She will be in the air at puck drop.
Oh man.
That does suck. So yeah, I guess in other sports news, are the Mavericks going to win any games against the Celtics? Bolvar thinks this is a case of the fans haven't been close enough to taste victory to be annoying now that they are true colors are shown. Well, I'm sure the Edmonton fans on Twitter don't necessarily represent everyone. I'm sure the people you run across on Twitter don't represent everyone in the fan base. Hey, true. How you doing, True? I'm just trying to figure out ways to fill the airtime, because yeah, all the news is pretty much Barkov is good, and Tarasenko just needs a little bit of rest, and apparently the weather in South Florida sucks right now. Oh yeah. I wonder. Oh yeah, the Marlins play the Mets tonight. Marlins are still bad. They have a worse winning percentage than the Athletics, but it could be worse. You could be the 17-51 Chicago White Sox with a 250 save percentage, with a 250 win percentage. Literally, the White Sox only win 1 out of every 4 games. I don't know how they managed to do that. Yeah, I see urinating trees. I saw urinating trees haters guy to the cup final. The ending was super funny. He said, "No matter how this ends, Calgary is up in flames." Yeah. iDog says, "I just can't take anyone seriously who whines about us being dirty. These other teams have been playing like this for years. While we got pushed around. Now that we fight back, we're the villains." In the Calder Cup playoffs, the Hershey Bears could blow a 3-0 series lead. Game 7 is tonight. Who are they playing? You know the circumstances that have to arise for you to lose 3 games in a row after being up 3-0. So, iDog says most Flames fans seem to be rooting for us. Well, I guess that makes sense because Matthew Tkachuk is on the Panthers, and so is Sam Reinhart. No, excuse me, Sam Bennett. Tkachuk and Bennett both made their way to the Panthers after being Flames players, and also the Panthers are not their blood rival in the Oilers.
Okay. I just got something on the stove. I got to check in 10 minutes.
Let's see.
Should be good otherwise. All right. So what you got? Ow. Jeez. That's just old. It's just old. I went to straighten out my arm, and Bobrovsky don't allow now, because the Panthers don't allow a whole lot of goals. I've gotten out of shape this last couple of months.
Eisenite says it's the Cleveland Monsters, Columbus's AHL team versus Hershey Bears, Washington's AHL team.
I see.
So the Hershey Bears had a 3-0 series lead over the Cleveland Monsters.
Nice.
And Game 7 is tonight.
Wow. All right, I'm getting into the chat now so that
For the Love of Life says, "I would love to see McDavid win a cup, but after my Vegas took you out last year, you guys deserve it."
Yeah, I appreciate that. Fingers, I'm not wearing a Band-Aid anymore. It's healing. I mean, it's pretty nasty. I'm not going to show it to you. Like I said, the hardest part is going to be the nail is sliced completely horizontally, but still attached because it's still attached to the skin. So the new nail's got to grow while the old nail slowly dies and detaches from the skin. And I keep knocking into the top of it. That, and I should have had Karen was right. She wasn't wrong. I should have probably had a stitch in here. You probably can't see it, but all that dark area, that's where there was no skin. So it's a good a good 1/8 of an inch, 1/4 inch in some spots. Yeah, that might be a 1/2 inch in that spot, but it's filled in now. It's filling in nicely.
So,
hey Kenneth, I don't think Kyle was expecting it either.
Yeah,
I kind of wanted to do it. I put the podcast out publicly But I wanted to do it because when I heard Barkov especially was back, I said, okay, let's go. Dana says, so now I leave tomorrow morning at 8 a.m. through Atlanta, Nashville, and to Edmonton. Damn, and you're still not going to get there till 7 o'clock their time? Jeez. Guitar Crow, yeah, we agree there. Oh, I can't read. Hold on a second.
So,
all right, we'll just put the glass.
yeah.
Laura says, at least you didn't do what I did. I said, oh, a knife, wonder what happens. I press my finger down on the blade, it's bleeding, and what I do. That's funny. I mean, IDK, in terms of, he's asking, is Barkov 100% back? I read somewhere that they haven't made a decision yet, and we'll only know tomorrow. I mean, basically, as long as he continues to get better and not worse, we should be fine. You know what I mean? So today was the test of getting out there and practicing. Then they're going to test them afterwards, and they're going to test them out to the plane. And then as long as he continues to make progress the way he has, he should be in. But if they weren't trying to get him on the ice for game 3, he wouldn't have practiced. So as much as we know, as close as he can get to being back, that's where we're at right now.
iDog says, I saw Pozo was practicing on the third line.
Yeah,
for Tarasenko.
For Tarasenko. Yeah. Boulevard, that's funny. You know, that reminds me of I have bad luck with my fingers. So one time when I was a kid, you know, there's the little hand clippers where you might pull up some grass and cut the. I was using those, and my index finger, I was just cutting, and I just sliced the whole thing. Kyle, you can still see that little indentation right there on my finger, right there, diagonally, right there. Yeah. Well, that was me cutting it to the bone. And I was maybe 10, 12, 11, whatever it was. I never even told my parents. I went inside, I cleaned it out with peroxide, I stuffed it full of Neosporin, and I just kept changing the Band-Aid and stuffing it full of Neosporin until it grew back together again. I didn't want to tell my parents.
Colin says, I was jamming to Hall & Oates yesterday. I never knew that they did. You make my dreams come true.
Yeah. They got too many songs to count. And then the other time when I was a kid, maybe 13, I was slicing an orange and I cut my finger and I saw the blood and I passed out and fell backwards and dislocated my whole arm. So me and fingers, we go way back around here with the fingers.
Ice and Knight says, have a Pozo practice on line 1 to really scare Edmonton.
Yeah, right? Yeah. No, I feel fine. I feel like Barkov should, as long as he continues to not have any issues there and he feels good, I think he'll be in tomorrow night. I'm not real concerned about that. You know, they have to watch it, right? The 24 to 48 hour period. A lot of times a guy can pass a concussion test in the beginning and then a couple days later, maybe the headache kicks in or something like that. But apparently none of that's happening with Barkov, so that's good. That's good. I didn't expect him at practice today. I was hoping he'd be back, but I did not expect him to be out there at practice today taking his normal. So that's just good news all the way around. Wake up, Kyle.
For the love of life, says Draisaitl's my favorite player, but that was kind of dirty and he should have been fined.
I mean, at least to not fine him, to not suspend him is one thing, but to not give him a fine, I mean, geez, that's kind of it's almost like they want the Panthers to be pissed.
With the Panthers, apparently it said that they're ready to move on from what Draisaitl did.
Yeah,
basically after the league made its decision.
Oh, Boulevard says toothpick went in and halfway to your foot. Kenneth says at any point did someone step on a saw jaws? Sharp objects are not for you. No, but I got another finger one. Same age Same age. I must have been 12, 11, 12. My dad says, "Hey, over the summer, you want to make some extra money?" We had put up a 8-foot security fence, wood, but we had left up the chain link fence. And so my job over the summer was to take down the chain link fence. You didn't tell me what to do, right? So you know how chain link it will have is like looped, right? You know, it's like looped, and you got the little pointy ends at the right. So I didn't know what to do. So I just go out there and I take the post on one hand and my hand on the other, and I just start shaking the fence to try to break. Well, the sharp part of the chain link went in one end of the finger and out the end of the other finger, and I'm standing there stuck to the fence, completely stuck to the fence. And the only one home was my Nana, my mom's mom. So I'm standing there screaming, "Nana, Nana!" So she comes out, calls my dad, and my Nana had called the paramedics because she didn't know what to do. So they all arrived at the same time. And I remember the paramedics, they had the wire cutters, but they had to move my finger around to get to the wire. Oh, God. So my dad was like, here, my dad let me bite him on the shoulder while they were moving my finger around to get me detached from the fence. And then they took me to the hospital and, give me a tetanus shot and all of that crap. I don't even know if I had stitches from that. But I was stuck to the fence. I couldn't move. Yeah. I could go for 2 hours with stupid shit. Stupid shit. Go ahead, Kyle. Read the chat.
Hungry Seymour says, "I'm fine with a riot in Edmonton."
Right. Oh, for the love of life, I'm so ready to shave. Oh, my God. I'm so ready to shave. But you got to do it. Can't shave during the middle. Right?
You think you're ready to shave?
Yeah, right. Lolo says, most likely going to see Lundell line 1 and move the Barkov line down 2 and Chucky to line 1. I mean, they practice with the normal lines today, so we'll see. Flying Fluffy knife juggling? No, definitely no knife juggling. Definitely not. Yeah.
So.
Wake up, Kyle. You ate, right?
Yeah. Guitar Crow says, winning 4 or 5 at home.
I mean, of course you want to win every game. But more than wanting to win in 4, I cannot imagine how insufferable Oiler fans will become if they win a game. So I think the Panthers need to, as they say, finish. They need to do what they need to do here. There's, I see a lot of Oiler fans in the media talking about how now that this series changes to Edmonton, it gives Edmonton a boost. But Panthers play better on the road. I don't know if they're not aware of that or not. They think that we play good at home. The game 2 for our home game, that was like a mediocre road game. They shut things down on the road. So I feel pretty good. I mean, I don't know, winning a 4, I'm not saying it. Just win game 3. Win this one. And then we go from there.
For the love of Lysis, Jaws, I finished your book this morning. Amazing read.
Thanks,
Glad
man.
someone said some of the stuff you did.
I appreciate that. Appreciate that, Dustin. I'm gonna turn it into an audio book this summer. Well, that was my plan. Now I don't know. It just depends on how Fluffy goes. It's hard for me to get away for more than a few minutes at a time. Because, I mean, he's okay when I go away, but when I come back, he gets so. The longer I'm gone, the worse his anxiety gets. The longer it takes for me to calm him down. So, like on the days I gotta go get Matthias, I'm gone for 2 hours. That's the rest of my day, is just calming the dog down. Because when I'm gone for that long, Kyle, he's my witness. We could be sitting there right here talking to him, and he'll just whine and cry until I go over there and lay with him.
Eisenhower says, "Can you get Ekblad to do the audiobook?"
Doubt it. Doubt it.
Lolo says, "I also want to shave so badly."
Oh, yeah. I mean, in round 2 and about the beginning of the Eastern Conference Finals, it was still short enough to where I could manage it. Like the little, you know how you have the beard trimmers and they've got the guide combs? I could go in there and comb it, and it would be manageable. But now it's just it's not it's not manageable at all. I wake up and it's like especially on my sideburns, they just go out like that. So yeah, I'm definitely looking forward. Now last year, um, while Vegas was skating around with the cup, I was shaving on the stream. But I don't know if I want to do. If we win the cup, I don't think I'm going to shave while they're doing. I think I'll leave it. You know what I mean, and then shave once the video is done. But since that video was going to be with us losing, I was like, the hell with this. I'm shaving it. Oh,
Incorrigible Good Slayer says, "Hello, Justin. Kyle was a nice early video this AM. I caught it, and Fluffy looked like he was enjoying the morning. Ekblad choking out Bouchard was beautiful. They poked the raw group of cats."
yep. Yeah, I like the way that they've handled this. We're not going to even talk about it, you know. And even Chucky was on Pat McAfee yesterday, and they must have told him up front, don't even ask us about the Barkov thing, because they didn't. So I think they're just going to do their talking on the ice. But I don't think we're going to do what Boston did. I don't think we're going to go out there and purposefully look to hit people or anything like that. I think we'll just take it out in the hockey sense. You know what I mean? I think everybody's just going to be that much more locked in and determined. And all of the pressure is on Edmonton now. Not just with the 2-0 series lead, but being at home. You got Skinner under all that pressure. How's he going to react? You know, there's a difference between he's been playing better and now, you know, it's obviously not an elimination game, but it's as close to an elimination game as you can get without it being. You know, you go down 3-0, it's almost over. It's not over, but it's almost over. So I think that's how they'll work. I think they'll just take it out on the ice. You know, I don't really want to see them purposefully like going after Draisaitl or McDavid or anybody, because that's just going to end up coming back again. You know what I mean? Let's let it go and go win the cup.
Pacharo thinks that tomorrow's games could be postponed from the bad weather because no one has showed up in Canada yet.
You mean the Oilers haven't gotten there yet either?
Let's see.
That would be something if the whole thing got rearranged.
Robert says you can tell the Oilers aren't mentally strong like the Panthers. They're frustrated, and just like all the other teams we face, we're going to grind them down.
Yeah, no, I understand and agree with what he's saying. Look, the experience of going there last year and losing, that speaks a lot. You know, that you know, a lot of teams don't get back. You know what I mean? You can say, well, we're going to get back, but what this team has done just by getting back, and you see their determination. I mean, if Bubba doesn't allow that 1 week goal, we could have had 2 shutouts in a row. So I'll be right back. I got to tend to that thing on the stove.
True thinks the game will not be postponed. True says the game will not be postponed. Yeah, I can't imagine the game would actually.
No, well, you might end up with a situation. Well, have the Panthers
they fly over off yet? They fly over the bad weather.
Hey, buddy.
Yeah, all the airplane has to do is take off, and then they'll fly above the bad weather. Like, why exactly were all those flights canceled? Was the weather that terrible on the ground? The Oilers are already in Canada.
Oh,
So the Panthers should be taking off from the airport taking off from Fort Lauderdale tonight.
I thought they were trying to leave at like 1 today.
It's an 8-hour flight. They won't land until tonight. So, yes, Pacharo, we heard that Barkov showed up in practice. Yes. We actually started the stream off by mentioning that. iDog says weather is really bad down here. Looks like a hurricane the other day. Yeah. It's True says it's flooded here. The Cats leave tonight. They cleared a runway to take off.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I'm sure they'll get there. Yeah. Okay.
Let's see. Flights in South Florida right now are able to depart, but some airlines are electing to wait for weather windows.
So yeah, because Dana's got canceled, right? I mean, she's got tickets. Dana, are you going to be able to sell your tickets?
Daniel is just popping in to say hi. I'm in Broward County at the moment via Ohio. If you guys ever get a chance to check out the new practice facility in Fort Lauderdale at the War Memorial, I recommend it.
Yeah, definitely on the list when we eventually make it down there. So Dana's got to go to Atlanta, then to Nashville, then Edmonton. Jeez. Man.
Daniel says, yeah, it's been pouring down here last 2 days nonstop.
Dana's going to, you're going to have to resell your tickets. Yeah. Jeez. Hey, MJ.
Hey,
thank
MJ.
You, buddy.
Thank you.
Thank you, MJ.
Says, hey, Jaws and Kyle. Happy Wednesday. Work break for me. Rest in peace, Jerry West.
Jerry West. Wow.
He's a Lakers legend. Kevon Biggio traded to the Dodgers. Oh, no, lol. Rory McIlroy called off his divorce. Wow.
Thank you, MJ. Thank you, bud. Thank you, buddy. Barkov is at practice, so we should be good. We should be good to go.
iDog says, don't you know the bad weather is just a conspiracy by Bettman and the refs to allow Barkov more time to hit?
Oh, my God. You know, that wouldn't even be... You're being sarcastic, but I wouldn't be shocked at all if it did end up actually, if they ever had the delay of the game, there would be somebody saying that for real. Oh, but that's funny. That's funny.
Dana's going to put them up and take a loss, but recover some money at least.
Yeah, you got to get something back, right? Although, do they give you paper tickets anymore? I know that for a while on eBay, this was years ago, but unused tickets for certain events would actually bring a pretty price. I remember seeing, I forget what it was, but I know they hardly give out the paper tickets anymore anyway. So, all right, I'll look at the chat. Since you're not going to do it, I'm going to spend the whole show getting you to sit up and look at the chat.
Daniel says, yes, they let you
You
write
can
it.
see it from there?
Just check online for the public skate schedule.
You can see it from there.
DM says, morning, fellas. Too bad my Stars didn't make it to the finals with y'all. what we see all next season in Finland.
That's right.
Good luck the rest of the way.
Yeah, Hungary. That must have been the one I was thinking about, the unused Woodstock ticket, because I was thinking maybe it was what do you call it? The Live Aid, but that didn't seem right. So you're probably right there. Yeah.
Mushroom Merchant asks, do you guys expect a goalie change for the Oilers side?
Nah.
Nah. I don't think so.
No. The only way you'd see a goalie change is if Edmonton loses game 3 and somehow Skinner has a terrible game, maybe they throw Picard out there to try to get the team going or whatever. But Skinner's been fine. Those goals the other night, it can happen to anybody. This Rodriguez shot was perfect. The short side goal, the deflection was, it was 2 perfect shots by Rodriguez and 2 really good plays from Lundell.
Yeah.
So I don't think Skinner's an issue.
So Dana says, damn, I wish I would have booked a different flight. If I would have booked one earlier, I probably would have been on the way.
Yeah. All right, Dustin, have fun, bud. I can't see anything today. That's the one thing, is that by the end of hockey season with all the playoffs, I'm blind. Occam says, I wonder how many Panthers fans will be in the stands in Edmonton. It would be cool to get a whole block in that section. Yeah, who knows? Because people are having trouble getting there right now.
Let's see. It's official, says Collins says it's official. Charles Barkley and DJ Collins will play 18 holes in golf after the NBA Finals.
MJ, yeah, Fluffy's having a good couple of days. I added some stuff to his medicine and everything, and so yeah, he's doing okay. He's I don't want to get my hopes up because he's been having good days, bad days, and each time he has bad days, they get pretty bad now. So I'm just kind of taking it as it comes. Right there. Who gets traded, released this summer? That's a tough question. MJ, Stenlin, and Mahura. Does Mahura even have a contract for next year? I don't know. There's a few guys there's so many guys that don't have a contract. There's only guy that would even possibly get moved, really. They're not going to move Ekblad. He's the only guy of any consequence contractually that we would really consider moving, and I don't think they would consider moving him. Everybody else, it's not so much a matter of who's going to get traded or released, but it's just who's not going to get re-signed. I think it's probably going to be Montour, unless he wants to sign a deal that, the size of what Forsling got money-wise anyway.
Lolo says Rhino to the Leafs for $11 million.
No, Reinhardt's not going anywhere. He's not going anywhere. And don't forget we got to pay Lundell too, right? He's proven his worth, that's for sure.
Marine Cesarin says if anyone has tickets they can't use for games 3 and 4, I'll take them. I can just drive there. You might want to ask Dana.
I don't think she's giving them away for free, but get with Dana, because she has tickets to games 3 now. Game 3 that she can't get there.
iDog says,
"Hey Trey,
I'd look on cap friendly, but well,
Yeah, exactly, right? That's gonna suck. Oh, which reminded me, you know what we got to do before the site goes down, so that we at least have some kind of appropriate information for our free agent stream. I want us to go through each team and do some multiple screenshots of what their salaries are now, so that we at least have some kind of idea. Because I assume that site's going to be gone, right? And I know there's Puckpedia, but if they don't get their servers in order before free agency starts, probably going to crash the site. Wait, hold on. MJ, yeah, Dana has season tickets, yeah.
The Panthers have been given a new route to fly. They have to fly south before they can fly north.
Jeez, so they got to go. Yeah, Rings of Saturn and Dana. If you need if you guys can get a hold of each other, if you need me to be an intermediary, let me know.
Trey says in 2025-26, the Stars are switching to their North Stars colors. Are you talking about the Wilds or the Stars, Trey?
No, but the Wild are switching to the North Star colors.
Wild are switching to the North Star colors. Yeah. That'll be 3 teams that have made their reverse retro a permanent jersey. Come on, Ben.
They're not going to. Viola and Sifu are not going to do that. Now, if they win the cup under the new shield, they're not changing nothing. Are you awake? What are we doing here?
I'm doing all right.
Huh? You want me to have? You want to start listing on eBay instead? And I'll go and I'll finish this up. You want to mow some grass instead? I mean, I'll let you sleep till 10:30. Huh? Come on, Barkov. Trey, what are you? You're the one with the head injury.
Trey says, "I'm not saying change the shield. I want a 3rd jersey."
Yeah, I know. Yeah,
Damien says, "I'm going to the watch party on Saturday."
Nice. The weather is perfect here today. It's like 78, low humidity. So Fluffy was happy with it this morning for sure. For sure. But at least the Barkov's got the bubble, so it's not a cage. And we've seen him play with it that way before. And as long as he can be himself, man, it'll be interesting to see what Edmonton's attitude is going to be. Like, are they going to continue to try to, be as physical as they've been, or are they going to try to focus on maybe putting the puck in the back of the net? Don't know. They've played 2 kind of different games, and nothing's worked for them. They had the one goal that really was just a bad goal by Bob. Hey, don't put your foot down. Lift your foot up. There's a spider that crawled right under your foot. I don't want to kill him. I'm gonna escort him outside. Come on, dude. You don't.
Ducks are doing the old jerseys. Ducks are doing the old jerseys in the current colors. Keens are doing the Gretzky reverse retros. Wild are doing current logo with this North Stars logo.
You dummy, get on the napkin. I'm trying to save you, you stupid spider. You're an idiot.
Marty
He's coming after me now.
Marty McFly says, on behalf of all of us Keens fans, please beat the Oilers, avenge us.
Go back over there. No dogs are on that bed. Go to that doggy bed. Huh? Go there. You go. Go over there. I think he's safe now. Okay. Yeah. There's no doggy that you.
Yeah, Jaws is over. I'm not tired, but
he got on the bed too.
Jaws is the one arguing with the spider.
He got on. He listened to me. The spider listened to me. He crawled over there. He's on Ellie's bed right now. Huh? You see? Well,
hey, MJ, thank you for the 5.
Laughing at me, but I talk to the animals. It is what it is.
That Wild news is rumors not supported by the team.
Gotcha. Hey, MJ, thank you, MJ. Wake up. I'm going to beat you. I'm going to have child abuse live on camera.
MJ, thank you for the 5.
Thank you, MJ. Well, what did he say?
Says, which current Panthers players' numbers should we retire when their career is over?
I don't know about that. I don't know.
So
You don't start talking about retiring a guy's number until you start getting into the 2 and 3 cups territory. In my opinion, I don't know about that.
Yeah.
The only one that would even be remotely close is Barkov, and maybe you do it, right?
let's see. Marty McFly says trivia. Which 6 NHL current logos have a hockey stick in them?
Oh, that's a good question. Oh, the Sharks, right? It's
Yeah.
current though. Current, because the Panthers stick is not current. Do the Islanders? Well, the fish sticks guy has a stick, right? Did he?
They don't use.
I know. I'm trying to think current.
I'm
There's 6.
There's the Penguins. That's one because the
No,
Penguins.
Sharks is 1. Penguins is 2. Oh, that's right. The Penguin has a stick. All right. So Meadows says pink. I can't read a damn thing, and Kyle won't sit up and read it. Come on, read the chat for your old man.
Kings, Sharks, Yotes, Caps, Isles, Penguins, Coyotes, AK, Utah.
Oh well, Caps. Nobody likes the Caps anymore now. The Caps done screwed it up. I don't understand why the league wants to go backwards and try to pretend like fans shouldn't have access to that information.
Well,
it just doesn't make any sense.
It doesn't sound like the league.
Yeah, it is the league.
Why would it be the league? Because it was the Capitals who bought Cap Friendly.
Yeah, because they can use the name of the site, Cap Friendly. But the league didn't have to allow them to do that. The league is clearly doesn't want that information out there. And, the only way to keep a site like that going is if people financially band together and the people that own the site say, we're not going to sell out no matter what. But a site like that takes a lot. It's not cheap to maintain a site like that.
There were 33 other bids on that site. All 32 teams in the NHL were in on the sale.
Oh, wow. I didn't know that. Wow. Wow, I didn't know that. Jeez.
iDog says, but now how am I supposed to panic about all the contracts we have to re-sign?
I mean, the information that if everybody, the information now is accurate. You know what I mean? Yeah. So it'll still be the same come free agency. It just may not be. I know there's another site, this Puckpedia. Somebody's going to have to put something together. I mean, what I don't understand is why, if the NHL really would have been smart, they would just offer a site of their own that way with a subscription. I'd pay $5 a month for that information, to have access to that information. If they were smart, that's what they would have done, is just created their own site. And you want different tiers of access. There's the free, there's the $3 to $5 a month, professional level at $10 a month, whatever the prices would be. But nobody ever accused them of being too smart.
Did Cap Friendly have that kind of subscription service? Because I can't stand that when information that's sort of would be useful for the public, is locked behind a paywall. Right. Like, I can't stand the news.
I understand.
News websites that
you have to be willing to. I'm trying to look at what you're saying, Dana. Kyle, do the thing.
Let's see. Dana asked Jaws, "Can you send me Saturn's email?"
Yeah,
Cap Friendly was a free use service.
Yeah. So Rings of Saturn, send me your email to flyingfluffyhockey@gmail.com. And then I can send Dana your email and you guys can get together on the tickets.
Goat Slayer says been involved with the NHL breakaway NFT platform since right before the season started. It's been funny watching everyone try to trade for the Panthers players now since they've torn to the cup. Well, the NFTs is not a really great idea to be investing in those in the first place. It's literally just a digital picture.
Right. Yeah, I don't understand the thing about. Damien wants to know if Bob wins Conn Smythe Vezina and a ring in the same year, Hall of Famer. I think I would say yes. Yeah, certainly.
Edmonton fans saying Florida playing trap hockey, faking injuries, drawing penalties, playing dirty.
Faking injuries. Okay. Yeah, exactly. Keep crying.
Let's see.
Paul Marie says if our four centers were Barkov, Bennett, Lundell, and Bedard, where are you putting Bedard? Oh my God.
He would never see the ice.
I mean,
he's the young guy. He would be struggling to crack the fourth line with Stenlund's. Since Stenlund centers the fourth line.
I think you would. I mean, you would have to move Lundell to wing. You would have to move Lundell to wing.
Luigi asks, "Will we see Bennett fight Draisaitl?" Hopefully
not.
I
don't think so. I don't think you'll see any. I don't think you'll see anything of that. Lola says, "How do I feel about the best hot dog eater not participating in the 4th of July hot dog eating contest?" We'll get Kyle to take his place. We'll get Kyle to take his place.
So, Ghost Slayer asks, "Chicken wing of the year, Trouba or Draisaitl?"
Right. I think Trouba's was kind of worse, honestly. It looked to me like Trouba decided to throw the forearm sooner than Draisaitl did.
Hey MJ, thank you
for
the
MJ. Thank you, MJ. Thank you, MJ.
Says a little random here, but I'm curious. So we all know that the 80s and 90s are two of the best decades. I want to know which year of the 80s was the best. Also, which year of the 90s was the best?
1984. 1984.
Lundell, Bedard, and Knights, the best young players working together.
If I am correct, the two best albums of the 80s came out in 1984.
iDog says Trouba leaping off the ice and into the wall during the Canes series was hilarious and dangerous. You remember seeing that? Trouba going like this. Woo!
Yeah.
Yeah, that was a funny moment.
Yeah, 1984. The two best albums of the 80s were released in 1984. Who can figure out what those two albums were? Now, one of them is obvious if you know me, but the other one will not be so obvious. So I'm curious what two albums came out in 1984 to make it the best year?
Yeah, he smacked into the wall like a Looney Tunes character.
Yeah. Oh, MJ says he wasn't born in 84. Hey, Colin, correct.
Yeah.
Now, the other album, obviously, I'm a Hall & Oates fan, Big Bam Boom. That's the one without a touch. But Van Halen, 1984. That's the one. That's the one. That was the quintessential time period for music. It was so crazy back then. The selection that the radio stations would play, you would literally have Quiet Riot followed up by Olivia Newton-John, and nobody thought anything of it. You just kept the channel on. Quiet Riot, Olivia Newton-John, Genesis, and then like the OJs, and just nobody would change the channel.
And see.
Yeah, exactly. Incorrigible.
Costa says, what I noticed, Tarasenko and Matthews never played together. How come they will play together? Costa, you might want to try typing that again.
Talk to text might have got you. Are you saying Tarasenko and Kachuk? Is that what you're trying to say? Tarasenko and Kachuk never played together? Maybe between the two of them, there's too many slow guys on one line. Is Tarasenko considered slow? I don't think so.
You were in, Dad. What team were you rooting for before the Panthers again?
Oh, who's the dummy that asked that question? You don't want to know the answer to that question.
MJ says, Jaws, if you were an Islanders or Oilers fans in the 80s, you had it good.
I was an Oilers fan. But look, the extent of my fanhood was this. I would see the hockey standings and scores on the back page, on the bottom of the Miami Herald sports section. And I just enjoyed how every night you could count on Edmonton to win like 9-2 and 7-1. And so, I mean, that was the extent of my fanhood, was just kind of watching them just obliterate everybody every night. You okay, bud? Going to your bed? Okay, he's going to the bed. I got you a new bed coming in, so it'll be easier for you to get off and on.
A new bed?
A smaller bed so that he has an entrance so he doesn't have to step up. Because he has to step up to get off. And when I'm here at night, because the bed's not sturdy enough, he has trouble getting up off the bed. He starts whining and crying. So if I get him a bed where his feet can be on the floor, on the wood floor, when he goes to get up, then he should be okay. Yeah. So it wasn't cheap. It wasn't cheap. I mean, it wasn't expensive as well. It wasn't expensive.
Sergei Bobrovsky says, Kyle, we are looking for Nick Cousins and Ryan Lomberg.
No, I don't think you're going to see him. Lomberg didn't even get on the ice today with Tarasenko taking the day off. It was Cousins. I don't think you're going to see either guy right now. But Okposo's playing well. You know, sometimes I wonder if he just looks slow because he's so big. Like he looks like a football player on skates. He don't look like a hockey player. He's a big dude.
AMJ, thank you for the 5.
Thank you, MJ.
Says, all right, I got another one. Best movie of the 80s and best of the 90s.
The best movie of the 80s was Trading Places. The 90s, that's tough. There was a lot of good movies out in the 90s. Wake up! Wake up!
Come on.
Why are you sleeping?
So,
yeah, best movie of the 80s, Trading Places. The 91, though.
Let's see if I can figure.
Well, you weren't even born in the 90s. Well, you were born in 99.
Yeah.
Yeah. So.
Yeah, I'm like.
The 90s are a blur to me, man.
As technical of a 90s kid as you can get.
Right.
Like, I always assume that the term 90s kid means you actually grew up in the 90s.
I'll tell you something embarrassing. So when I lived in Alaska and it was winter and there wasn't a lot to do, I traveled into Fairbanks to see It was about a 45-minute drive. And I traveled into Fairbanks to see Kevin Costner in was it Robin Hood?
JFK.
No, was it Robin Hood? Hold on.
The only
Kevin Costner, Robin Hood.
Yeah,
Robin Hood, Prince of Thieves, 1991. Yeah. I traveled into Fairbanks to see that movie on the big screen because I was bored with nothing else to do at least 10 times. At least 10 times. That's a true story.
Wait, you saw that movie 10 times?
There was nothing else to do, man.
Oh.
We live in Alaska. And I was one of the only ones with a car. I had to go do something. So we just kept driving into town to go see Robin Hood. I don't know why. Sometimes you just get stuck on repeat. Shit happens when it's 50 below.
Evil,
and the sun never comes out.
Evil John Cooper says, I gave Skinner some of Vassie's secret stuff to turn him into Prime Fest. Good luck, you're going to need it.
Oh, that's funny. That's funny.
So,
I saw Waterworld one time, Hungry. Yeah. I saw it one time.
Yeah, there are quite some great movies. Let's see, this year I think is of the 30th anniversary of The Lion King, Forrest Gump.
What's Trey saying?
Let's see. Everyone has a movie that they saw a bunch of times in the theater on account of it being good and yet nothing else to do it. Mine was Wedding Crashers.
6 times. That's funny. That's funny. But that's true though, right?
Hello, Dennis.
Drew says I'm in a water world right now.
Yeah, I guess the entirety of South Florida it won't stop raining.
Yeah. Is Florida officially the hockey capital of the world if we win the cup? I mean, certainly it's going to piss off the Canadian markets much more than usual. Obviously, with them, being against Edmonton, it wasn't the same with Montreal a couple of years back. That was different.
Yeah.
With the way they had everything set and all of that. All right, Kyle, you ready?
Yeah.
I'm gonna let Kyle. I don't know what the deal is. You ate.
Yeah.
You slept till 10:30. You got to stop smoking so much pot at night. Seriously. I mean, stop at 2 bowls, okay? You got to stop.
Projection.
Well, if I'm the one smoking it and you're not, why am I the one sitting here good to go and you're exhausted?
Because
here it comes.
Someone.
No. Come on. I want to hear it.
Because I did not count on a live stream today.
Oh my gosh! I'm sorry I made you work for the hour. Here. I'm sorry I made you work. That's my bad. I apologize. It's not like I've been up with the dog since 5 and already did a podcast, but that's okay. We'll take good care of you. Okay, we'll get you a blankie. You want me to get you your blankie? You can lay here and watch TV all day. You can watch The Price is Right. Are you sick? You need to stay home from school. He doesn't know what that means. Staying home from school sick to watch The Price Company, all that stuff. You just Sanford and Son and the other Jeffersons. Good times. You just stay home and just watch that all day long.
Hey, look, the low internet signal.
Yeah, I know. It's just they want me to shut up. All right, everybody. Thank you for all the super chats. Thank you for joining us.
Thank you, everyone.
All right, and we will be doing a live stream tomorrow at noon for a pregame.
What?
Everybody enjoy the rest of your day, except Kyle. Kyle's gonna go mow grass.
Paul Maurice says I'm benching the Rock Bozo for Dajovic.
Rock Bozo.
Yeah. See you everyone. See you tomorrow.
Enjoy your day.